Hello everyone and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we are going to be going through my very first sketchbook ever. And you can tell it's been through quite a bit. And yeah, we're just gonna take a little journey into the past and see where it all began. So a little backstory here. I think I created this when I was in 8th grade and I was a very innocent child growing up. I really loved animals, especially horses and wolves. So expect a lot of those. This love led me kind of into the furry community, but I didn't really know what it was at this point. I just knew I really loved the drawings of the animals people created. I was all over sites like DeviantArt, and honestly, YouTube had a lot of good early content. And in this sketchbook, there are a few traced images from other creators. I believe tracing is an excellent learning tool as long as you never claim any traced work as your own. Even if you modify it, and you'll see later that some images I've modified to fit my characters, that doesn't mean that's yours, and it's not okay to steal. Tracing is really just used for learning, and if you're going to trace something, it's not something you need to share online. Or if you do, you need to give the original artist their proper credit. But yeah, so that's basically all I have. I don't have anything to say about each specific image, but if I do have something I want to say, I will come back and say it. So I hope you guys enjoy. So there are a few different characters in this book. This one is a evil character of a game me and my cousin and my brother used to play. We would pretend we were wolves with superpowers. And yeah, this was one of the guys we fought, and this is his brother, or the other guy we fought. Now that I think about it, they may have had a redemption arc. So this was the three bad guys that me and my cousin and brother fought in the game that we played. There was Max, who was the father, and then Drake and Ty, who were, the sons. And yeah, you could see I was kind of developing their characters at this point, and I'm pretty sure I give our characters children too later on, but I'm not going to explain those because they weren't as important as the bad guys, obviously. You have to have very developed bad guys for a story to work. This is my cousin's little puppy. Well, not a puppy anymore. But when she got her little puppy, her name is Little Bit, I drew her because she was so cute. And here we begin the tracing. So this is one of the images I've traced, and I think you're going to be able to tell the difference between which ones I traced and which ones I just made. But yeah, I was really into quotes, and now we're going to get more into the horses because I had this whole horse story like spirit in my head and made a bunch of characters for it. So yeah, you can tell I really enjoy character design and world building, I think, from this early sketchbook, and most definitely animals, specifically horses and wolves. But how can I not? Have y'all seen a horse or a wolf? They're beautiful. Oh, see, that's a spirit screen cap. Like, I think the story for this one was that this character Blake would leave for some reason, and then Journey, what a great name for a horse, would have to go find him, and Angel and Bandit were like timeless beings, like they're immortal, and they help Journey somehow. Yeah, I'm not sure what I was going with here. I just knew I wanted to create really pretty horses, and I really loved the bigger bodied horses as well as like Mustangs, like Spirit. Also, as an artist, you are your biggest, critic. So if you see NVG on any page, it stands for not very good, because I did not like that drawing. Just some pages here. Also, going back through this notebook, I didn't realize how ridiculously small I used to draw. I guess art school really, beat that out of me, because they usually made you practice on very large pieces of paper. But yeah, it's just kind of crazy how small all of these drawings are. Also, watching this back, I realized I created a bunch of families, and I think that's partially because I just wanted to create new characters, but also because my brain was very interested in how I got a character to look a certain way. So, like, what would their parents look like if they look like this, or vice versa? And here is Rain, who was my first ever persona. She was created during the Sparkle Dog time of, the internet. So she has that going. But yeah, I still draw her. I love her. know if any of you remember, people used to draw their characters like little beans. Um, I think 2012 didn't exist. Also, watching a lot of this footage back, I did create a lot of like comic pages. Like, there's dialogue, bubbles, backgrounds. And here is another story lost to this notebook. I read a lot of books in middle school about like animals, or I guess like stories from animals' perspectives. So I had this idea for like a stray pack and how they all became strays in different ways. And they were ran by Alpha, who would have been like a white wolf looking dog, because that was my favorite thing, was white wolves. And then just other kind of dogs I liked. So yeah, it was really cool. It was really fun because I actually like looked up pictures of different dogs because all dog breeds look differently. And I think you can kind of tell that I put effort into making the dogs look like their breeds, which I give them. If you can read my handwriting, which, you know, it's not too bad. So yeah, I actually still really like these characters. I don't know if I could ever create the story that I had when I was in 8th grade again, but it's just fun to look at all the information I had for them. I really like creating worlds. What can I say? And you know what? I never read Warrior Cats, but this probably would have been the dog equivalent to Warrior Cats. And don't ask me how I did not read Warrior Cats as a middle school furry. It went past me somehow. I don't know. Here are two more unique characters to this sketchbook, actually. They're not related to any of the previous stories. Like, all of these stories are separate in their own ways. These two don't really have a story. I just like the idea of a snow leopard and a lion as a couple. And I thought, yeah, that's the cutest thing I've ever seen. And so I drew them a lot of times. And yeah. Okay, here we have a date. So I guess this was the summer in between my 8th grade year and my ninth grade. Oh no, it was probably in between my 7th and 8th grade year. Time isn't real. Did you know that? So we are basically at the end here, and I just wanted to say that I do plan on making a redraw video where I'm going to redraw a few of the drawings from this sketchbook. I have a few in mind, but if you have any that you would like me to redraw, please let me know. I didn't plan on redrawing any of the ones I traced, but if there's any you would like to see with my current skill set, please let me know. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please go ahead and like and subscribe, and go watch my other videos while I work on some more. Okay, bye!